Do you think it was right that we didn't do anything after 26/11 militarily?
And in that context, it became very important for the government to send out a message also to the internal audience that look, we are a new team, and we will retaliate to whatever happens in our
2016 you're talking about.
2016.
Yeah. So I'm saying I'm quite in favor of the fact that the government announced it and said, this is it. It's also a part of how you credibly send a message of your intent to the other side.
What happened in 26/11 then? What do you think? What was the mood and morale in the forces then? And was it disappointed in the political leadership not taking a decision to do something militarily?
Look, Smita, I was very I was a brigadier at that time, and I know some ex-Air Force chiefs have talked about that they were disappointed that we were not sort of given the go ahead. I don't know whether our parakram was still playing in the mind of what we had done, carried out a full mobilization. What was
Were you involved with Operation Parakram?
in some ways I was in charge of the mobilization in army headquarters.
You were in Chandi Mandir?
No, I was in army headquarters.
Army
Headquarters. What was the kind of advice being given? So we know that, for example, the ex-NSA has written about it in his book saying we didn't think use of military force is a good idea. So I mean that kind of thinking was going on in the political leadership and the advice that they were getting.
But in hindsight, would you think that at that time, if we had done a similar kind of an operation like a surgical strike, maybe and taken out Hafiz Saeed, maybe at that time, things would have been different?
Look, I think it's important to react to these incidents because that is what gives you the deterrence capability and capacity. What is it that we want Pakistan not to do? I don't think we want to cut off Pakistan in half or anything. What we want is Pakistan should not use terrorism as a state-sponsored activity against India. I mean, that is sort of the immediate aim that we have. And to do that, every time it does something, there has to be some deterrence. Otherwise, then, you continue to do if you're not going to act.
In recent times also there have been actions which have not been hyped or overhyped or talked about at all. So this has happened.
Yeah, so it's not as if every incident, every action that is happening along the line of control is going to be out in the media. There's so many things you do, you just do it.
Yeah,